We know about all the guys before Tiger. We had Tiger. They tried to pass it off to Rory, and Rory carried that torch as best he could for as long as he could. We got Scotty. It's kind of, taking over now. Who's that next? Who's the next guy? Is it Scotty? Is there someone else? Who's after him? There's your fairway thought
That is
this
the
week.
thought. I don't know who that would be. Again, time will tell. It took a while for us to realize how good Tiger was. It took us, it took a while well, I don't want to say a while for people to realize how good Arnie was. You got to start from somewhere, and eventually, the tide will turn your way. It went from Arnie to Jack, and Jack to gosh, I'm going to say Greg and Tom Kite and all of those
Hmm.
guys that filled that void. And then, Tiger came along, and you're right. Rory had picked up the torch and ran with it. Scotty's running with it. I don't know who's going to come. I mean, the 16-year-old high school phenomenon that
Yeah,
ended up playing in the Amex, that's your future at some point. Watch the NCAA tournaments, the golf tournaments.
absolutely.
That's where you're going to find the next generation. And speaking of those NCAA teams, I mean, my gosh, if you follow YouTube and take a look at the Texas golf team, the Auburn golf team, take a look at the
Facilities these
facilities
guys have.
these
Oh my
guys have.
gosh.
It's insane.